Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back. We just had a bit of an issue there, so just sorting ourselves back out on track. What I'm actually going to do is we'll just take an actual track. Got a bit of a wind, basically, and the wind changed, and it's confused the aeroplane. So I'm just going to fly a heading select here of 264, stabilize it on that, because at the moment it's basically trying to recover and going woo, 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 all the way up all the way up the track. So let's just try and get it to roll out on. No. 264 ZR280. Cool, that's even better. We've just put ourselves on the track at 270. It's fine. And then we roll out. Yeah, there is some sort of issue with the other flight. It's just not enjoying. And then it compensates back across. Perfect. We then put ourselves on a gentle intercept track. There we go. Right, whilst that intercept flies itself, I thought we could look at our approach and landing. Really quick and easy, to be fair, today. So I want to get rid of that because I don't need that up. I do need that up, so I'll get that up. So, we'll brief for Part 3 arrival. Oh, great, that's thrown itself. I'm doing the same bloody thing, aren't I? But we're all out on 260, and then we'll basically do an intercept track. So, I know. We are going to do our arrival into JFK. Now, let's get our winds, let's get our weather update for JFK. So, 360 at 8 knots. To be honest, we can do any runway. So what we'll do is we'll get that parallel track in, we'll just tack that across, and what we'll do is get onto that there, and then that will then hopefully fly a nice gentle intercept for us. Incredibly genteel now, and therefore the aircraft should actually roll out on the correct heading. Right, you can see basically the reason I'm doing it is we are approaching Plym, which is our last waypoint before JFK. So anyway, the arrival it wants us to fly is a Part 3. So we'll plug that in. But I actually want to have a look at my charts for JFK first. So I'm going to just pull them up over here, and then I'll pull them up in game watch because I always find it just loads better in the website. Let's just do it this way. Navig, graph, charts. Okay, I'm going to have to do it through here because I can't load up the website for some reason. So we'll do airports, and we'll do KJFK. Sorry about that. There we go. And yeah, we're doing this one here. So we're going to have a look at the airfield charts. Now, we're doing a Part 3, which is an RNAV. So this is what we're going to set up to fly. So we're joining it from Plym. So it's Plym. So yeah, it's a Part 3 of the Plym transition. Oh, what the fuck? Aeroplane. Right, we're just going to pretend nothing happened. So yeah, it's a Part 3, and that's going to drop us. Now, I'm going to take 1-3 will be about that. Yeah, so actually we'll do one of the, we'll do 2-2 right. And it's got the SID is going to be a Part 3. And the transition is via Plym. And we insert all of that. And that then creates a waypoint chain. What the hell are you doing, aeroplane? The airplane doesn't misbehave much, but when it does it fucking spectacularly. No, 210. It's a good enough intercept track for me. Are we? No, we're just not stuck. My God, right. It should take about a minute to get, a little over a minute to get down there. And I want it to find it that way. It just feels like it's incredibly sped up for some reason. I can't tell you why. That message is really starting to get on my drive. We'll just head direct to plane. In fact, can I just do... No, I can't. Okay, I can. Okay, that's just gone really funny now. I fucked it. Oh no, because it wants... What's it doing? I'm going to fly this my way. I'm going to fly it in a heading select mode. But no, we've got the arrival plugged in. I want to do my landing performance, so... That's not plugged in. Payload's fine. It doesn't actually do landing calculations, does it? No, that's fine. So we'll just do landing on this. Approach phase. So, our QNH... Let's just get it up on the screen again. Met Alpha John F. Kennedy Airport. 30.50 inches, 30.50 INHG to MBA is what I need to basically convert it across. Unless, will the aircraft accept this as maneuver? That's cool. So what I've done is I've basically told the aeroplane that it's in America now. So it's accepted my entries of mercury. Temperature is 36 Fahrenheit. What's that in Celsius? 2 degrees. That is icing conditions. And surface winds are 360 at 9. Well, it's at 8, we said actually. Our decision has, once as usual, is 500 feet, and that's to allow me to basically take over by the decision point and fly. 138 knots, thank you. Right, I'm going to see you guys closer to the airfield. Alrighty, folks, so back in the cockpit. We are a bit high on the approach at the moment. I think for whatever reason, we end up with this sped up sim rate because as soon as I've found a key to slow the sim rate down, the airplane's gone, oh, I can deal with this now. Which is, yeah. I've got some air brake deployed. I think it would have been like maybe 1 1/4, but it's just enough to mess the fly-by-wire up. Like I say, as soon as I was put it back into an intercept, it'd be fine. Whereas it was just sort of veering around all over the show when it was a bit too quick. But yeah, so we're dropping down to flight. I've just dropped it straight out to 2,500 feet. We're passing 18,000 on the way downhill, or approaching it. So at 18,000, we change over to our approach QNH, which is 3050. We do this one first, can't we? So do 3050. So temperature, so pressure out here is actually slightly lower than it was in Berlin. I'm sorry, in Frankfurt. Well, yeah, it was 1033, so it's 4 millibars lower. So very high pressure overall, though. Remember, the way I remember it is high pressure means good weather, because high pressure, basically what, because low pressure is you're feeling low because it's raining. That's how I remember it. Next question, please. Also, we've burned way less fuel than the game suggested we would. We're supposed to land with 9 tons. I've landed with 23. We'll be landing with about 15 tons at least, and the rest. But remember, we're burning about 100 kilograms a minute in cruise flight. Where's our fuel burn? Yeah, so 500 an hour, 1,000 an hour, 1,000 divided by 60. It's basically nothing, isn't it, in idle? Yeah, we've used 15 tons aside, so we're landing with tons of gas, which is fine, but it's just good to be aware of. So, we are doing flight level 18. What I'll do is actually change over now to give me a chance to scroll. Okay, it was a bit early. $3050. I have also got the air brakes extended. So we're dropping down with CCC. I've got no idea where that is. Let's have a look on the EFB. Oh, I basically just over Long Island. Cool. So yeah, we did Rhode Island, which is one of these islands here. I think it's tiny. Is it a Rhode Island? No, it can't be. Well, we've been over Rhode Island because I know one of the waypoints was Providence. The Providence VOR. Yeah, all sorts going on below us there, isn't there? And obviously we're going into JFK, which is... I wish we'd done the 1-3 left before up 3-5, but oh well. We'll still enjoy it planning. We can take a helicopter out and enjoy it further. So yeah, we're at 15,000 feet now. Airspeed's getting back to a managed place, so what I'm going to do is just shut my speed brake, arm it up in preparation for the arrival. And there we go. So yeah, hopefully you guys are having a rather fabulous day. Oh, that's awkward. My alarm's going off. I need to copyright music, so I'm going to talk over it. No. Yeah. Oh. Glad I never way through that, because that could have been bad. I hope we've been filtered by the video broadcast software. But I was having a nap and I just didn't even look at the time. I went, right, set me alarm for 3 hours from now. We've somehow managed to arrive 2 hours early compared to what the game was suggesting it would be. So, yeah. Basically, whenever I have a nap, I set an alarm for way longer than I think I've got a nap, but it's just so that I don't completely fuck my sleep cycle, as I have done before. We've got 290 knots on the way downhill, so we're dropping through 13,000 feet for the runway. I'll be pilot flying for this approach, you'll be pilot monitoring. And yeah, just be aware, we'll just be aware of obviously hazards. We're dropping into New York, lots of aircraft flying in around us. We don't really have any lower constraints or higher, so we're just dropping as quick as we can to get to the end of the ILS for us today. We'll pop the ILS symbology up already. The frequency is loaded, which is handy. We'll go rad nav just to confirm. So yeah, 109.5, 223. So 223 is our final approach course today. Obviously, conditions for a stable approach are that we at 500 feet, that we can see the runway, and that I can maneuver us to land on it using normal maneuvering. We're not sort of throwing the aircraft around, doing all sorts of aerobatic maneuvers to get in to New York today. If at any point either of us are unhappy, we'll just say go around. We'll go around and give it another go. Obviously, I would appreciate early in the approach if you voice your concerns. We can discuss them there and then and deal with it, rather than going around. But like I say, go around, always an option. Okie doke. Aside from that, we'll be using auto brakes medium, just to get us off the road as quickly as possible, because it is going to be quite a busy time in the airfield. And I'll be taking full reverse upon landing. I feel really small sitting next to you. Any questions? Actually, I've got a question. How to pump this seat up? Right. But my footrests are away. It's quite cool that you can open that up. I haven't actually done the mask. I can test it though. So dropping through 10,000 feet exactly. We're at 250 knots. Happy days. Overthrop a robber. Gonna track inbound now to land. It'll be interesting to see how the game copes with this, because we've been oceanic for a while, so it's unloaded probably most of the auto-gen from itself, if it's got good memory management. But also, it's my first time flying into New York in the sim. You can see there's... Oh, no, it's starting... It's got bits loaded. I can see some trees. No houses, though. Which is slightly concerning, isn't it? I suppose we've got trees because we've been over the water, though, because we came in over Gander. Over Newfoundland, sorry. You should lose that disco, though. That's going to be a bit of a... Yeah, we're going to have to drop down here, aren't we? Right. The way we're going to deal with this will be open descent. So open descent to 2,500. Let's take over my chosen speed, which is 250 knots. Basically, the plan is we're going to smack down early. And I'm going to get nice and slow to come around the edge there. Because Corbett... Cool. So yeah, we can basically get down nice and early. Gonna pop a little bit of air brake. And that way, what will happen is we'll be able to slow ourselves down and take that turn to final a lot better. Because at Corvette, I won't be doing no faster than 1880 slash... 180 at 3,000 feet. So I'll put 3,000 in the window. Yeah, we're going to be absolutely fine for this now. And we'll just rearm our throttle. So we're going to drop down there at 250 knots. We're idling. And then as soon as we level off, we'll just basically pop the throttle back to 280 knots. As we approach over New York. New York. Sorry, there was a shot I saw last year. Not one that I connected with massively, but it was really brilliantly done. And that was Two Strangers Carry a Kick Across New York. Dijona Gift, I believe, and Sam Tutty. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant show. Brilliant storytelling, brilliant use of set and prop, and it was just a two-hander as well, which is just incredible when you the amount of energy that's in it is great. You know, West End show as a two-hander is a challenge for no matter what. Oh, we've got buildings starting to spawn in, that's good. Now what would be really handy is if the game could go, well, she's going to fly this route, let's load in alongside this route first. So the stuff she sees disappearing under the nose is actually loaded. Hmm. Mind you, though, even just sort of slouching back, it does look pretty okay. I can see I've got the symbology for the ILS alive, which means I'm going to be good for that. So the plan is I'll probably do 160 knots because it doesn't look like it's a particularly long final from Corvette. And that way we can just get slowed down nice and early. 145. It'll stabilise us well amongst all of the Airbus, like the narrow bodies basically. And yeah, you can see the winds calming down as we descend as well, which is very nice. So see what? Yeah, we don't care about that really. We're landing. We'll just put ground on in preparation for our arrival. Really should have looked up a stand before we arrived, shouldn't I? The question is, how? Oh, the FAA have actually released their charts on. Do you have to pay for them, or can you access them? You can access them. Ah, lads, lads. Right, and is there a taxi chart? Airport diagram should do me. So we are landing. Okay. No idea what the actual name of the place we're going to are going to be, because I've not got access to that level of stuff. Stuff. Instruments, hotspots. Study map, maybe? Give me stand numbers. No. Okay, we're at 3,000 though, so off throttles. Flap 1. Now that we're approaching the terminal area around the airfield, landing lights on. Nose lights on, please. Seatbelt signs confirmed on. Okay. Is there a point me turning outbound here? I think there is actually, just about. So we'll manoeuvre outbound to, what, call it 070. A sort of loose reciprocal other runway heading. There is method to the madness, AM. Flap 2. And there we go. 180 knots. It's controlling us out. That's fine. And when I roll out present heading, I'm basically just going to turn myself back in for a final. Because the ILS is sort of that way. So if I roll myself out present heading, even call this enough, generates a little bit of extra space, not masses. 180 knots confirmed. And when I come back in, so we're fully dirtied up now. Only thing we need to do is extend gear, but we'll take gear and flap when we get localizer capture, guide sub capture. So we are in the residential neighbourhoods around New York, making as much noise as possible, apparently. But the weather here is gorgeous today. And just to prove to you, I have live weather turned on. That's all I'm saying. We've got live weather turned on. So we'll do that intercept. I'll arm approach mode, and that gives us, that means, so remember, with the A330, green is what it's doing. So it's localizer star means it's capturing the localizer. Without the star means it's holding. Blue means it's armed. So green without the star, I am altitude holding. Green with the star means I'm capturing the localizer. Blue means I've armed the glide slope capture. So we come across at a lovely speed of 180. Speed control taken over manually now. So, but the local star is still starred. Airfield's ahead of us there. Gorgeous. We can see it. Can be wonderfully stabilised here. There we are. Just clarifying, yep, the recording is still working as expected. Happy days. And make sure that my game audio is set the way I want it to be. Yep, it is. That is the normal volume. So if it is quiet, that's just because the airplane's quiet. Okie dokie. Oakley schmokely. So the glide slope's alive now, so it's coming down. So the diamonds are basically just, well, you can see, so it's advancing down the diamonds. That's all I need to say. Airfield ahead. So that's where we're landing. We want to vacate right upon landing. That's the other thing to note. So once you get glide slope capture, I'll just put us to approach speed, and we'll start gliding. In fact, I'll do it now. Get ahead of myself, 145 knots. Gear down. Flap 3. And the aircraft's now flying the glide path. And then when we get to below 160, I'll put full flap out. Just to clarify once again, my auto brake is set to medium confirmed. My speed brakes are armed. That's confirmed. The airspeed's not dropping down quite as quick as I'd like, but we are flying the glide slope well. We are in the aircraft's defence. Yeah, slightly offset, weirdly. That's our runway, I believe. I'm sure we'll recover that. If we don't, I'll just take over manual control of the aircraft. That's 160, so I'll go flap full now. The trim wheel starts going nuts as the aircraft's trying to actually stabilise itself on the approach. And we should get power kicking in soon. Cabin check. We'll say we've received that verbally. The button's not working for whatever reason. So landing ECAM, green, no blue. Landing lights on, cross check. Auto brake set, gear is down, flaps are as required, auto brake is armed. Auto throttle as required, autopilot as required. Perfect. So you can see it's sort of loading stuff in, which is I get it for this one. I'm not going to rib it too hard. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this offset, so I'm just going to go check the autopilot out. And we're just going to actually start steering the aircraft around a bit here. Whoa. Yeah, okay, I've offset myself a little too much there. That's distracting as fuck. What about that flashing light there? Yeah, you can see though I am lined up according to the ILS. I'm lined up well left of the approach, but you can see by eye that I'm in the right area. Aiming for the touchdown zone just beyond the piano key. So this is an offset touchdown zone. That means we shouldn't land at the start of the runway. We should land what feels like about a third of the way down it. So I'll point it out. So we can't land anywhere near here. Okay, interesting. So probably would have lined us up in the right area in the end. But it just felt weird, man. Okay. Hand on the throttle, ready to take over. Throttle to idle. So you float down over the threshold. So you nail the centre line, but the glide slope's gone. That's a bit of a rough one. And reverse green, 80 knots. Pause. Oh no, don't pause actually. I just want to have a look at the reverse of buckets as they stow. Oh, that's caused the pedals on this one. And we'll vacate, right? We'll do so though once we taxi down to the end. Or to the next turn off, which is here. We can exit here, that's absolutely fine. So, flaps up, speed brake's disarmed, auto brake's disarmed now. We'll turn our turn offs on. This is a default scenery for MSFS. Well, it's handcrafted, but it's one that comes with the sim. So it's no Frankfurt, to be fair. However, I'm already seeing shipping containers here and going, that doesn't look quite right. We will be vacating. I think we may just stop alongside a stand, figure out what stand it is, and then request ground services to that stand. So I'm cleaned up. I am basically good. Set my turn offs off now since we're going to be entering the apron. Taxis. Hello. Thank you. And we'll do the APU one since we're taxiing in now as well. But yep, this is New York, so we've made it. That was quite a fun little flight. I really enjoyed that actually. Hopefully you guys did too. It was a little bit pressured, so a lot of what felt like sort of, obviously just, you know, sort of flapping around on the way down the glide path, so to speak. But yeah, aside from that, this is enjoyable, man. This is enjoyable. That's my first long haul flight in the sim complete. Same destination actually for my first ever long haul flight back in the days of FSX Steam Edition, and that was when I took a a PMDG 777-300. First day I had it actually, and I flew it. No, was it a 200? It was a 200 from Edinburgh over to New York. Sorry. So yeah, we flew into this same place. New York. Sorry, I'm just, like I said, music is stuck in my head. It lives rent free in my head. So we're Alpha 6. Yeah, we'll just request stand Alpha 6, I guess. Bring the aircraft to a stand. It's going to stutter like crazy. Alpha. Trust me, it's big enough. Nope. And we'll, I think who's Sky Team? It's Delta, I think, is Sky Team. No, it's Star Alliance. Oh, it should have been American, but oh well. Got the alliances wrong. What we'll do is we will also just really quickly adjust this stand so that it'll accept our aircraft. Customize airport positions. Oh, wow. This is a menu I've not seen in years. Gate A, 6. Yeah, okay, I've killed it. I've killed the same. Oh, well. No, it's allowing me to move. Hang on. Oh. Can't zoom back out, though, is the problem. So this is going to be like drunk ass pilot parks aircraft at New York. And I can't open the menu either. This is a strange experience. I'm going to have to knock Kuta on the head, I think, here. Like, fully. Why would you leave your follow me truck just dumped on a stand? Sim has actually recovered, though. What we'll do, I'm just going to warp us to a stand. In which case, no. We're not doing that. Alpha 6. Just warp me there. Well, that's going well. Stand by 1. So I fixed it. So we are on stand now. So what we'll do is we're going to just get ourselves discombobulated for our arrival. So APU is running, handy. Oh, it's just turned itself off. Wonderful. Master switch, start switch. Don't ask what happened. You don't need to know, goddamn you. What we'll actually do is we'll just plug in GPU from outside. Hi, can I have the power unit plugged in, please? Thank you. And GPU takes over. As soon as GPU takes over, engine 2, engine 1. There we go, we'll go flapless. We're basically set up for our arrival now. Yeah, the flight plan's basically dumped itself out, which is fine. And we'll just do... Like I say, insanely high pressure today at the airfield. Can't be due to do the rest of them. We're just going to do our arrival, basically. So what we can do is the beacon light's definitely off now. And we'll open the GSX menu. And request deboarding. And since I've reset everything, I can say I want Star Alliance partners. Oh, okay, just going United instead. Actually, United, I think, are the Star Alliance partners here. So we're getting our doors opened up. Oh, looks like they only got... Oh, no, they've got a second high loader. Good. The airway, the jet bridge approaching the aircraft. Like I say, the high loaders are going to come and offload us. That's a bit overstretched. But there you go, folks. We are in New York. What a flight. It wouldn't be an Emily flight if there wasn't something going a bit Pete Tong at the end. But honestly, I really enjoyed that. I am really starting to find MSFS the game I want to play again. And that's really good. 2024. Obviously, it's had its issues, and it still continues to have issues. And whilst that's nowhere near fine, cool. That's fun. Can't wait to see the passengers teleporting. Yes, all the crew are going to get off. UN's passengers, yeah, because the jet push hasn't worked. You can see the jetainers coming off, so these are ULDs, unit loads. Oh, the crew's just jumped off and left the passengers, that's quite funny. But no, honestly, I've really enjoyed this flight. I love the lift delivery as well, diversity wins, because whilst you might call it Owen woke nonsense, I agree with it, and okay, it's a football thing, obviously, which I knew from the start. That's the German football look. Is that the same on this side? It is, huh. I'd noticed that earlier, but I know it's a football thing, so obviously Van Hansa is like the brand that and they use for the World Cup and stuff. I want to resist the urge of any British person to go, but 1967 we beat you. It wasn't funny then, it's not really funny now, so I'm just not going to touch it. But I love the A330. I'm glad it's an MSFS. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to see more from me on an increasingly regular basis. I'm recorded almost a month in advance again, which is a good place to be, YouTube-wise. But until next time, guys, it's bye for now.